Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Lisa with Heart of Inspiration. Here at this channel, we help you lead a spirit-led, whole, and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. I know this is a deep discussion this early in the morning. So for those of you that is your first time here, welcome. I don't typically talk about I am consciousness before breakfast. It just came up. So do sit a spell. Hopefully you like and share, and you'll subscribe and hit that bell. And if for those return frequent flyers, my ride or dies that have been here for a hot second or two, welcome back, and thank you as always for your support. The I am consciousness. So I've been listening to a lot of different I listen to a lot of speakers, teachers, and things like that. I don't begin to pretend to be the one that knows everything about everything, right? We're all learning. All of us are learning. So I've just been listening, kind of going around in another neighborhood on the YouTube streets, because some of the YouTube streets is a little hot right now, so I had to go where it was a little calmer. So I've been kind of roaming around some of the spiritual YouTube streets, shall we say, and kind of diving into this I am consciousness, and starting to recognize it for what it is. Oh, good morning, Suri. Hello, darling. And starting to recognize it for what it is, on a deeper level. Like, I got it right before. Like, I talked about this. We talk about this a lot when we talk about manifestation, and we talk about like getting out of like toxic situations and everything, right? We talk about, and I hope you guys are doing it right in the morning, in your morning meditations. You're doing your I am, I am lovable, I am powerful, I am abundant, I deserve love, all these I am consciousness, right? But what if we were to take it a step further and really comprehend why we're doing what we're doing? When we decide that we're going to live in this I am consciousness, and that we are going to now become or be, because we already are, but we are now going to be and actually live out our existence in this lifetime as a co-creator with Supreme Spirit, with Supreme Creator, that we are actually, good morning, Alice, that we are actually going to live our life out this way, that we are going to actively participate in the creation. Good morning, Ms. Lee. Actively participate in the creation of our world. And in a lot of cases, the recreation of our world. Okay? Let's put that down real quick. I was chatting with someone, and I didn't come up with this, okay? I was chatting with someone from work last night. I went and had dinner. I took a time out last night, y'all. Trust and believe I had to take a time out. I was tired, getting everything ready for the conference, and I'm under a little bit of stress. And so we were talking about watching television and watching movies, and discussing what certain movies, like when you watch them, what that does to you, and certain television shows, what that does to you. And I had heard someone else say, I wish I could remember who it was, I'm sure it's been more than one person, say, well, it is television programming. They're telling you what to, right? They're telling you what to see. And by being television programming, they're programming your mind. Radio broadcast programming, they're programming your mind, guys, right? We get programmed what to think about ourselves. That's why we have to deprogram ourselves via, I believe in using mantras and things like that, and affirmations and all of these to deprogram yourself. right? To change your programming, to change your life. I was watching Shonda Rhimes live last night. Again, if you've not subscribed to her, please go to her channel and do so. I was watching Shonda Rhimes live last night, and she was talking about, we're about to get into Taurus season. So the sun is going to be transiting, right? Taurus. And then, we're going to have some moon transit into Taurus as well. I say all that to say this. Taurus itself, as an astrological sign, depicts how one feels about oneself. It's the self, right? It's you become aware of self. You want yourself to be happy. You want that's Taurus, is that toddler. Good morning, dear. Good morning, Jenny Long. And I see someone else here. I can't. Oh, that's Alice. Okay, cool. You become aware of yourself, right? So Taurus is kind of, even though it's the bull, it's kind of like the toddler, right? Mine. Me, and my mind. Aries just kind of goes, whatever. It is what it is. Let's do what we're going to do, right? They're a little selfish too, kind of like the baby. But Uranus as a planet symbolizes retrospective change. It represents change, okay? And deep change. And it's a slower moving planet, so it's going to be transiting Taurus for a while. So if you've been feeling like, if you have strong Taurus placements, which I'm sure you do, but if you've been feeling in certain areas, see where Taurus is on your birth chart, if you've been feeling in certain areas of your life that you need to make changes, and it might be you needing to make changes to either remove someone, bring someone in, do different, do new, be your, you know what I'm saying, like change. I've talked about Uranus retrogrades before. Change. That's probably why. So this time that we're coming into actually is this season of Taurus is actually a very powerful I am season. Living in the I am. Understanding that this goes beyond just saying I am powerful, I am lovable, I am deserving of love, I am safe, I am, right? All of these things, they're all wonderful. Do not get me wrong. They're all beautiful. However, it goes beyond that if you really want to live in an I am consciousness. The I am consciousness accepts and celebrates our divinity. It accepts and celebrates and operates in our divinity. Now there is a lot. I'm not saying superseding supreme divinity. I am saying accepting, embracing, and living, actively living in our divine nature. God does not question whether or not, and I'm just using God as the right name for Supreme Source. God does not question if they're God. God does not question it, right? God doesn't doubt. God isn't afraid. God is love, so God never feels God cannot be loved because they are love. Why do we? Why do we? We are love. We are divine at our basic nature. Right? I am that I am. I am a powerful, beautiful, wonderful being. I do not require another person to come along and fulfill my life, because I am fulfilled all within myself. Wanting companionship is one thing, needing it is another. Completely different. I am abundant. I am safe. I am secure. I am lovable. I am the creator of my life. So when I look at some of the things that are going on, and I really wish to be honest with myself, I quickly say, Lisa, you kind of created this. Matter of fact, you didn't just kind of create it, you did. It's a fine mess you made. So now let's get our way out of it. But it's a fine mess. Do you understand what I'm saying? The I am consciousness then dictates to us, when you live in it, that you must create. Because that's what a creator does. A creator, by very definition of the word, creates. So in your mantras and manifestations, and I'm just telling you now, it's like the light bulb literally just went on. And I was like, wait a second. I'm a living, walking, talking, breathing, master manifester. I don't care what you say, oh, well then how come you haven't manifested the purchase of your house yet? Or how come you haven't manifested not having to work yet? Or how come you haven't manifested? Whatever you feel like I should have manifested makes me no difference. Let's get that straight. Right here, right now. Makes me not a bit of difference. I don't care. I don't. But I can tell you with all certainty that I'm a master manifester. Why? Because I'm a master creator. Why? Because I am divine. Now some people may be like, this child is speaking heresy. Am I really? You can go to your own holy text and you're called divine. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. I guarantee you, in every holy text, to some degree or another, because even in order to affect control of a mind, you have to tell the mind something that it knows. You have to tell the mind something that it knows on a most basic level is true. There has to be a modicum of truth, a kernel of truth mixed with, we'll just call it the lie. I might as well, because we've been told a lot of lies. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, say it's a bending of the truth. I'm not going to, I'm not going to sugarcoat any of that. What I am going to say is religion, in the format it has been handed to us, is a control. It's a mind control and spirit control, right? If you want to control a group of deities, of gods, blessings, Cassandra. If you want to control a group of gods, what do? You make them believe they're not gods. So go to your own holy text. Go to it. Read it. I guarantee you're going to find somewhere in there a little bit of truth. Because in order for one to have a believable lie, there has to be a little truth in it. Otherwise, on a cellular level, you are your own litmus test, right? You are your own lie detector. You're your own lie detector. You can tell, you know how we'll say, yeah, I just knew, I felt like they wasn't telling the truth. I knew it. I knew when they opened up their mouth, they weren't telling the truth. Y'all know what I'm talking about. got that gut feeling. You got that gut feeling. On a cellular level, Dr. David Dawkins talks about this. Your spirit, when you allow your spirit to lead you, and even when you're not really consciously allowing your spirit to lead you, your cells know truth from a lie. They can be conditioned to believing that the lie is the truth. But there has to be a part of it that's true in order for you then to reason the rest of it must be true, or deduce through logic the rest of it must be true. And if the lie is good enough, you're going to believe it. So there's a bit of truth in every lie. The bit of truth that we were given is there's very few verses in the Bible and very few snippets, but they are there. And whatever holy text you wish to go to. Any holy text that basically takes away your own divinity and says you need something outside yourself to fulfill your life's purpose. You need something outside yourself to fulfill your life's mission. You need something outside yourself to save you. That's going to hit some of y'all real hard, and some of y'all may not like what I'm saying, but I'm going to ask that you listen to me all the way through. The concept of salvation is what? Reunification with God. That there was a division in between us and God, and that this concept of salvation, that there needed to be an intermediary sacrifice in order to facilitate the spiritual connectivity to God, reconnection to God. Symbolically true. I'm going to say this though. Hello. I got you. I got y'all. There is a consciousness, though, beloveds. This Christ consciousness, this messianic consciousness, what is it saying? Because even Jesus himself, in the books of the Bible, serve me, don't worship me. Don't serve me, don't worship me. This is what he says himself. Download the book of Timothy. Don't serve me, don't worship me. He says that numerous times. He even intimates it in the Bible. When he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, all three of those words are capitalized. When you see something capitalized within the holy text, it is typically a concept and or an energy. Why do I say that? Let me help you. God said, let there be light. And I have not looked at not one Bible that light is not capitalized. And there was light. Everything else is lowercase. It is a concept, it is an energy. God is love, capital L. And capital L, love was made manifest. Light was made manifest into the dark. Capital L. They are concepts / energy. And when I say concepts, I really mean fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional entity, energies, ways of being. So when Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, the life, and no man can come unto the Father except through me, he is meaning you've got to get the way, the truth, the light, the life. Meaning you got to get to that energy. Meaning you got to get to that consciousness. Meaning you have to embellish, exemplify. You got to get the concept down within your spirit that the I am consciousness, if we are he and he is us, that we gotta let it go to the very end. Now, if we are he and he is us, you gotta let this concept go all the way to the end. Do I believe Jesus walked this earth? Of course I do. Do I have a close relationship with Jesus? Yes, I do. But I also understand now, he never told me to worship him. Never. Never. And if we were meant to worship him, if we were meant, right, to do this thing that is called Christianity in the fashion in which we're doing it, some of us, why would he say greater things than these will you do? Greater things than these will you do? He was like, what I'm doing ain't nothing. I mean, it's something, but it ain't nothing. You're going to do greater than me. Well, let me ask you something. We're going to use their own concepts on it. If he is, right, Son of God, fully fully man, grab that. Son of God, fully man, grab a hold of that. And then we are then his, even if we worship him, even if you want to go that route, the teaching is we're then his brothers and sisters. So then are we not then fully God, fully man? I'm just asking a question. So living in this I am consciousness, I'm going to bring it back home. Living in the I am consciousness means finally grabbing a hold of who you are. Finally understanding, Adele had a line in the song, next time I'll be greater, I'll be my own savior. She wasn't lying. Sometimes we have to, at some point we have to understand that we are divine. I am not supremely divine. I am not exalting myself above God. At all. I am not exalting myself above Creator. At all. I'm simply choosing to live, right? To live my life out as the Creator I am. I'm simply actually choosing to live the life that the Christ consciousness teaches us to live. I'm simply choosing to live as the way, the truth, and the life. I am simply choosing to live in the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come to the Father except through me. Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Jesus? Because no man can go to the Father except for that they finally accept and understand and connect to and leave this matrix crap behind, sacrifice everything that they've known, sacrifice their ego, right? Not let their ego rule them, because the way, the truth, and the life is to live in the light, in love. That's the way, the truth, the life. I don't connect with the Creator if I'm doing screwy crap. When I'm doing mess, trust and believe, I feel like, oh, I get a little nagging, like, I shouldn't be doing that, right? That's living in the I am consciousness. Understanding you are master creators, master manifestors, master manipulators of energy. That's what a manifester is. That's what a creator is. We are manipulators of energy. Yeah, you feel like there's something wrong if you're doing what you ain't supposed to be doing. You can't be connected at that point. If you're going to live in your ego, you're not connected to the higher consciousness, because your ego is on the third dimensional plane where your higher consciousness is, right? You can't live. You can't live in a higher conscious area and be full of ego. I know I was rambling, and I guess I'll leave this up. I might take it down at some point to like make a little bit more sense of it and be a little concise with it, because sometimes in the morning, y'all, I just spitball. There's things that drop in my spirit, and then I spitball them. But my whole thing, if you don't get anything else out of it other than, oh my gosh, Lisa, maybe like, I don't want y'all to like walk away and be like, oh, she's lost her mind, because I still do teach things from a biblical perspective, simply because that's the text that I know. But I wish, but my hope, thank you guys, I'm glad. My hope and my prayer is that we wake up to the I am consciousness and not think of it as some crazy cockamamie out there. And it's not only so that you feel loved and lovable and loved and bring in love and attract whatever. It is literally a way of life. A way of life. A way of being. A way of being. That's what this is. A way of being. A human being and not a human doing. Be who you are, and don't let anyone stop you. No one. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hey, if you want to reach out and work with me, there's a link down below to schedule time with me, being energy healing, Reiki, or a reading. I'm not taking any this week yet, though, so we'll start back up again this coming Monday, the 13th. Okay, no, the 15th. What else? Wow. I'm going to be having a webinar again. We're going to be talking about essential oils this time. On the 24th of April, so start looking for that information. Guys, find me on Facebook. Heart of Inspiration is on Facebook. There should be a link to it on the website as well, heartofinspiration.net. Connect with me there. We're going to be doing much more with the Facebook page, and connect with me on Instagram at Heart of INSP, and on Twitter at Heart of INSP. Okay? All right, guys. I love you guys. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Love you. Namaste.